I 24F. Am seriously considering canceling my wedding after what happened with my fiancé. 36M. My family says I'm overreacting, but I can't shake this feeling that something is deeply wrong. I honestly don't even know where to start because a part of me still feels guilty for even thinking about leaving him. We've been together for almost 4 years, engaged for 1, and the wedding is supposed to happen in 8 months. Deposits are paid, invitations are half designed, my mom already bought her dress, his family keeps talking about venues and grandchildren. Like everything is perfect. And on paper, it is perfect. He's successful, confident, charismatic, comes from a wealthy family full of attorneys and business owners. Everyone loves him. My friends always tell me how lucky I am because he's older, mature, financially stable, and knows how the world works. But something happened recently that completely changed the way I see him, and now I feel like I'm standing on the edge of ruining my entire life either way. About 7 months ago we got into a small car accident. Nothing major. Somebody rear-ended us at a stoplight. No ambulance, no injuries, barely even damage to the car. I remember laughing nervously afterward because I was shaken up, and he suddenly said, "Honestly, best thing that could have happened. Easy insurance payout." At the time I thought he was joking. He's studying corporate law right now and talks about lawsuits and settlements constantly, so I assumed this was just some weird lawyer humor. But over the next few weeks he kept bringing it up. Then one night during dinner he casually said, "You need to schedule a doctor's appointment and tell them your neck has been hurting since the accident." I stared at him because my neck does hurt sometimes, but it's from an old sports injury from high school. It had absolutely nothing to do with the accident. I told him I wasn't comfortable lying. The second I said that, his entire mood changed. He got this cold look on his face and started talking to me like I was a child. "Oh my God, stop acting morally superior. Everyone does this. Insurance companies literally expect it." I told him it still felt wrong. Then he leaned back in his chair and said, "You do have neck pain. So technically it's not even a lie. You're just connecting it to the accident." Something about the way he said it made me uncomfortable. It felt manipulative. Like he already decided what reality was supposed to be and expected me to go along with it. But every time I pushed back he'd get irritated and accuse me of being naive. Eventually I got exhausted arguing about it. I said fine, whatever, I'd go to the appointment. And that's when things somehow got worse. He insisted on coming with me because according to him I'd say the wrong thing. He kept coaching me beforehand, telling me exactly how to describe the pain, what words to use, how much eye contact to make. I started feeling physically sick. The morning of the appointment we were already running late. I had my shoes on, keys in my hand, trying to get out the door when he suddenly said he needed to use the bathroom first. Now this sounds small, but he does this constantly. Every single time we leave the house. He waits until the last second to disappear for 20 minutes. We're late to dinners, movies, birthdays, everything because of it. So I sighed. Not dramatically. Not aggressively. Just one tired sigh. And it was like a switch flipped. He came storming out of the bathroom furious. "Oh, I'm so sorry my bodily functions inconvenience you." I immediately said that wasn't what I meant, but he kept escalating. "No, go ahead. Since I'm such a burden, why don't you just go by yourself?" Then he grabbed the car keys off the counter and threw them at me. I was honestly too drained to fight, so I quietly picked them up and headed for the door. But when I tried to leave, he blocked it. Not violently. He didn't touch me. But he stood there staring at me while I asked him multiple times to move. And he wouldn't. Something about that moment genuinely scared me. Not because I thought he was going to hit me, but because I realized how easily he could control the situation if he wanted to. Eventually he moved and came with me anyway. The entire drive there was silent. When we parked, he got out and walked so far ahead of me that I actually lost sight of him in the parking garage. I remember standing there alone, feeling stupid and weirdly abandoned, trying not to cry before even entering the building. During the appointment he barely helped me at all despite promising he would. I was nervous, stumbling over my words, and the doctor kept asking questions I didn't know how to answer because the whole thing felt dishonest. Afterward, the second we got outside, he exploded. Right there on the sidewalk in front of strangers. What the hell was that? I asked him what he meant. "You completely screwed that up. You never listened to me." I quietly reminded him that I didn't even want to do this in the first place, and that he said he'd help me. Then he got right in my face and snapped. "Don't give me that look." I wasn't even making a face. That's the part that keeps replaying in my head. I was standing there completely frozen, trying not to cry, and he was acting like I was somehow attacking him just by existing. For the first time in our relationship, I felt genuinely afraid of him. Not terrified. Just deeply unsettled. Like I suddenly saw a side of him I'd been missing this whole time. I stopped responding and started walking away because I knew if I stayed there I was going to have a panic attack. I just kept walking. I didn't even know where I was going. Then suddenly I heard his car slowly following me beside the sidewalk. He rolled down the window and said, "Get in the car." I told him I needed space. That should have been the end of it. Instead he parked the car, jumped out, and literally chased after me down the street while people stared. He kept saying, "Why are you acting like this? You're embarrassing yourself. Grow up. People are staring." Hands up, called me dramatic, and drove. I walked around for almost 2 hours before finally going home. And when I got there he was sitting on the couch acting completely normal. Watching TV. Like nothing had happened. That honestly disturbed me more than the fight itself. I quietly packed a bag while he barely acknowledged me. Then right before I left, he looked at me and said, "You seriously need to learn how to regulate your emotions before we get married." I almost laughed because I genuinely couldn't believe what I was hearing. I've been staying at my parents' house for the past week, and for the first time since meeting him, I don't think I want to marry him anymore. But now everything feels complicated. My mom keeps telling me that all couples fight. My sister says wedding stress makes people act crazy. Even one of my friends told me I'd regret throwing away a good man over one bad argument. But this didn't feel like a normal argument. It felt like watching someone slowly try to bulldoze my boundaries, then punish me emotionally when I resisted. And the worst part? I think this isn't the first time he's acted this way. I think it's the first time I stopped making excuses for it. So what do you think? Was she overreacting because of wedding stress? Or did she finally realize she was seeing his true personality before it was too late? Would you stay after something like this or call off the wedding completely? Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more Reddit relationship drama stories, and share your opinion in the comments.